It's a longtime problem now becoming costly and deadly. Tonight, 10,000 vacant buildings sit decayed and rotted in St. Louis. It's not just a city problem, it's a regional problem. Following one crumbling building taking a firefighter's life, tonight the city's fire department is taking action.
Not just to protect their own, but to protect our entire region. Almost 2 weeks ago, city firefighter Ben Polson lost his life when an abandoned and neglected Northside home caught fire and collapsed. And just yesterday, 3 firefighters in Baltimore died in a very similar situation. A long vacant home fell in on them.
News 4's Alexis Sotos has the new action from St. Louis City and the fire department to knock down public threats to public safety.
Sam, take a look at this building just behind me. It has no back wall, and this sits just off of busy Jefferson near 44. This is a property we have reported on for years, that neighbors here in Fox Park have complained about for years. So why is it still standing, and what is being done to ensure the safety of residents here, but also the fire department, who might have to answer a call here?
Well, the city's got to start knocking some of these down. That's all there is to it.
St. Louis City Fire Chief Dennis Jenkerson says he's ready for action on the thousands of vacant, crumbling, dangerous properties.
It's a very high percentage of our calls.
40% higher in the winter when the unhoused often use them for shelter. Now the department is reevaluating how they respond after one of their own was killed in a house fire in North City. When crews respond, the chief says a new computer system will rate each vacant home.
Type 1 would be absolutely no entry. It's missing a back wall, roof's gone, very unstable building. Type 2 might be a building that's got all 4 walls. Somebody could possibly go in there and stay warm. We're going to take a quick look, but we're not going to spend a whole lot of time in there and get out.
This system has become a must since the city is only able to demolish around 700 vacant buildings per year.
We're really treading water with vacancy.
Of the 10,000 vacant buildings, only a fraction are owned by the city.
For example, this one is privately owned. It has no front and no roof. It's owned by Northside Regeneration. That is the company that is focused on redeveloping the area around the upcoming NGA headquarters. But at what point do we say these structures are just too unsafe?
We have to move through that code enforcement process, that housing court process.
All of which takes years. For example, the house where firefighter Ben Polson was killed on January 13th had been a problem property for over 2 years, but it wasn't structurally condemned, so it wouldn't have been on the list for even possible demolition.
Is there anything that the city can do to speed up the process around some of these dangerous buildings?
Yeah, I mean, we need increased funding and focus on more building inspectors that are dedicated to this stock of 10,000 vacant buildings.
Of course, funding is the major hurdle here. Now, there are potentially millions of dollars that are coming in to potentially knock down buildings like this one from both federal relief for COVID funding as well as possibly that RAM settlement. I asked the city today, how much would it cost to make a serious dent in this problem? They tell me that figure is $120 million, Sam.
Really big price tag. Alexis, what can people do if they have a problem property or know of one?
So one of the biggest steps in the process to actually get a building like this taken down is code violations. So the city says to report and report and report again any issues you have with a building in your neighborhood. Sam?
Alexis, thank you.